Hey y'all,
What's up, everybody?
we are here because we have made it to 9
Long years.
I was gonna say whole. You talking about some long. 9 whole years of marriage as of today, which is when you will see this video, August 22nd, 2017. And we got married in 2008. And we have made it 9 years. Like, I can't believe it. Like, some part of me is like, what?
Still seems like yesterday, though.
It don't feel like it's been 9 years. Like, I really don't. Now, 5, maybe 5, but 9, I don't feel like it's been 9. I kind of felt like we were renewed at the point, like our marriage kind of renewed itself when we found out that we were pregnant.
Yeah.
For me, that's where it felt like we were kind of renewed as a couple at that point. And that was when we found out, 2 weeks before our 5-year anniversary?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was. It was 2 weeks before that. And so this video is basically just sharing our day, how we recall it, the day that we got married. I started to do like an anniversary tag or something, but I didn't. I just wanted to share us, because I don't think we've never told the story of the day, like shared our memories of the day we got married. We'll do a video of like our proposal, things like that. But it's not nothing major or fancy.
We did a video on our proposal already. We told the story.
Did we talk about that? Was that a part of like how we met or whatever?
I don't know. But I think we've done a video on the proposal.
Okay.
It's somewhere in our
Somewhere in there. But it's been like so long ago that some of you guys who watch us, who didn't watch us years ago, we may need to refresh it or whatever. But anyways, today's video is about like the day of our wedding. Just how we recall it. You know, I know it was 9 years ago, but I still pretty much remember most of that entire day. Like that entire weekend, because that was the second time that I had ever met Devon's mother. I had only met her in person one time prior to that, and that had been years, like a year or two prior, maybe.
Yeah, you were 3 years.
Prior that I met her? That would have been 3. It
Because I
wasn't.
came out in 06.
And I probably met her that year before you moved here, no?
Yeah. Earlier that year. I think you came out here for Memorial Day or something like that. Because we caught a cheap flight or something like that.
Yeah.
It was cold outside. It was cold.
When I came, you talking about when I went to New York?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was for your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I came and when I met her.
Mm-hmm.
For your birthday. That's when I gave you that coat. That he still has.
I do.
Now.
And we stopped in the train station and got some dog tags with our picture on them.
Yep, and I actually have the frame at work.
And I still got the dog tags.
I still got mine too. Yep. So like we little things that we have done, we do keep memories of those things. Like we'll have to talk about some of those sometime. We'll need to talk about the first time we met in person. We have never ever talked about that. So that's something else we'll have to share with you guys later on. But I'm trying to think the day of. Okay, you were at the hotel with your mom, Stevie, and your cousins. Y'all always at the same hotel. And then I went home with my mother because we got married in my hometown. And then his family came into my hometown. So that was the first time our mothers met. And everything. But they had already been talking on the phone and everything prior to that. And we were so happy how much they like clicked just over the phone. So I think they kind of understood how we, I think they understood. Shut up. I think they understood how we like came to be just over the phone, because they understood how their relationship, their friendship came about. And our relationship is based on a friendship. Nothing more, nothing less. Because we were friends for what, a year and a half, 2 years?
About 2.
Yeah, about 2 years before we even started to be with each other. Or think about, being in a relationship with one another. So, I think they understood that at that point, like kind of how it can grow and flourish. But so I left Devon and his family at the hotel. I went home with my mom, and my mom kept telling me, like, make sure you sleep. Make sure you sleep tonight. Like, don't stay up all night. Don't be thinking all night. And I was like, Mom, I'm tired. I'm about to go to bed. I literally slept the entire night. Like, I didn't have the jitters. I didn't have nothing.
Yeah, I didn't either.
You didn't either. Because I knew, I was like certain. There was no doubt in my mind about marrying him. Like, at all.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that either.
I wasn't concerned about, okay, am I making right choices? I like those kinds of things that some people may have. I was tired. We had been running because I think at that point, even up to, because remember, I was going home every other week.
Yeah.
Like, probably the month before that, I had been driving back and forth every other week. Trying to make sure everything was wrapped up, tied up, had everything in order. My dress was done in, altered up there. So I had to keep going up there to make sure my dress was right and all this kind of stuff.
I don't even know if I had my suit ready or not.
Yes, you did. Yeah, because you just wore your white suit that you already had.
Yeah.
But we did
a different way, though.
Yeah. I think we kept making sure that you could still fit it. Like, that's the main thing. It was like, don't gain no weight. Like, that was the main thing that we kept making sure of. Every few weeks, he had to try the suit on.
And the ring we bought, we didn't know if that would fit either at the time.
Yes, the ring that I got him. We didn't know if his ring was going to fit.
The whole day was truly a blessing.
Because prior to that, he couldn't fit that ring. Because I had him try it on. Because we are very much open people.
Literally a couple days before the wedding.
He could not fit that ring at all. And I was so concerned. I'm like, well, I'll just have to put it on, put it just like we putting it on your finger, and then we'll get it fitted after the fact. So I'm like, which sucks because I couldn't go get it done beforehand. It just was not possible. So that morning, I think I got up at 7. No, you didn't. You was at the hall. Remember you had to go to the hall with my mama and do the balloons?
Oh, that's right. Then I had to go.
Yeah, and you had to go back to the hotel. Mind you, this hotel was not close to where our wedding was. He had to drive, a half hour maybe? No, not a half hour, maybe 20 minutes. He had to go back and forth. So, but my parents' house was maybe 10 minutes from the hall. So he was at the hall with my mom. They was all decorating. Well, I don't even know who was.
Me, Crystal, Lindsay. I don't think Lindsay was there. Your mother. I don't know, a couple other people in the church.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even know who was there.
I forgot.
Okay. And so the morning I got up, I went and got the cakes because I had to go to the bakery. Now that was like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, that's far.
That was really far. Because you had the rental that we had. I had my parents' rental. No, I didn't. I had my mother's car. My mama had the rental because she got a rental because she knew everybody had stuff to do.
Yeah.
And she knew that I wouldn't have a car. So she got a rental car and I had her car. So I went and picked up all of our cakes because we did everything on a budget for our wedding. Like, we wasn't going out of the way. But we had a theme and we had, a vision in mind. And I think it was carried out pretty good. I think there could have been some tweaks after the fact, but I'm like, overall, it was a great, great event. I went and got the cakes. I had to call my mom well enough in advance before I got to the hall, because they was trying to make sure me and Devon didn't cross paths.
Yeah, basically.
So they were trying to make sure I didn't come close enough to the building while he was doing stuff. So I had to call her. They all came out. I don't even remember who or how many came, because we had 5 cakes. It was 5 or 6 cakes.
Yeah, it was like
6 cakes. That we set up a table. Like, we didn't do a traditional cake. If I can, I'll try to throw the picture of how the cake was set up.
It was 6 though.
It was 5, or I think it was 5, because it was one in there, here, and then here on the table. I think it was 5 cakes total.
I know we ain't getting nothing.
I know, we just had what we fed each other, and that was it.
That I do know. We ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, we didn't get no cake. And
the year after, you want to be
right. So we don't have to tell y'all about the story of how we came to pick our cake too. Like, it was so simple, so easy. Just some of the stories leading up to the wedding. We'll have to talk about some of that stuff. So I dropped the cakes off. Then my cousin did my hair, and another cousin wanted me to have lashes. So I was like, whatever. At this point, I knew nothing about makeup. Like, I didn't really know nothing.
You were still doing it.
I mean, I wore it, but I didn't do like lashes and all that stuff. I didn't do that. So, like, one thing I would have changed about my wedding would have been my makeup would have been way different.
You still look pretty to me.
I appreciate that, but I think it could have been a lot better. Okay.
Naturally. You look real natural.
I mean, I did. For the most part, I was really natural looking, which, I mean, I didn't want to be overly done, but I mean, I think I could have done a little bit more. But anyways, that's just a girl's thing. Ladies, y'all know what I'm talking about. So my cousin was like, just come to my house. We're going to pamper you and take care of you. And they literally did just that. Like, when I got to the house, I didn't like get back up. I did not get up at all the entire time I was at her house. She did my hair. My hair was like perfect. She took care of me. My aunt was there. In the meantime, my other cousin came. She like did my face. She like massaged my face and did my shoulders and everything. Like, they literally took care of me on that day. They were so sweet, so awesome. She gave me a pedicure. She did my nails. What else? Like, and I don't even think I expected her to do all of that, and she did not want a dime for it. Like, nothing for it. And I'm still thankful to this day for her doing it. Like, to this day. Thank you, Keisha and Antonique, both of y'all. Thank you for everything that y'all did. If y'all ever see this video. And then my aunt Novella, she was at the house, and by this time it was like 2 or 3 o'clock for me, I think. No, it wasn't that late. It was like
What time was it?
1.
So the wedding started.
The wedding didn't start till 6.
So it's like,
No, it wasn't.
5.
No, it wasn't. It was supposed to start at 6.
No, it wasn't. It was late.
We wasn't like no hour late. It was literally minutes. Maybe 6:30.
Yeah.
But the wedding was supposed to start at 6.
Yeah, we started at 6:30.
Yeah, so we started at 6:30. But we wanted to be during like the sunset. So
Yeah.
we were
Like
still.
I said, that was a perfect.
We were literally, everything was perfect timing. Perfect timing. As the wedding concluded, the sun was just setting
I think it was
on the other side of us, and we had a Hawaiian theme. So it was like perfect. It was like a pink, orange, purple sky that night. It was crazy, and the crazy thing is our colors was purple, yellow, and green. So like we still had some of them colors in the sky, like naturally. But it rained for literally a quick second, and Devon knew that I was never ever gonna marry him if it was raining. Like, that was one thing I was not gonna do. Only because I've seen through multiple marriages is when it rained, one of them died kind of early on in their marriage. So I was like, I'm not, if it rains, I'm not doing it. I cannot do that if it's raining. Plus, I wouldn't was outside.
Yes.
So there you have it.
We sort of have a backup plan for it.
We did, but he ultimately knew I did not want to get married if it was raining, and I literally, I was gonna stand firm on that. I couldn't do it if it was raining at that moment. Like, we would have to pause and wait till it stopped or something. Like, we can't say I do yet. Can we let this rain pass over a little bit? But anyways, so my day was perfect. Right at the end of my cousin finishing up with me, my aunt was like, "Did you eat today?" And I was like, "No, I haven't, but I ain't hungry. I'm good." I'm steady saying I'm good because they had just ate. And so she's like, "No, you about to eat." She gave me some greens, and I don't even remember what else was on that plate, but she hooked that plate up. It was good too. Every bit of it was tasty. Like,
Not me.
what were you doing after you went to the hall?
After I finished doing the balloons and stuff,
Yeah.
we went back. The first time I've been on the highway since I started driving.
Yeah, because I taught him how to drive. We'll have to talk about that too. But
Gary Highway.
whatever.
People driving.
I was about to say, my cousins, they didn't
Larry
know. They didn't know. They hadn't been on the highway. They just was gone.
Like going. Like, I'm speeding in the car that I
right, in a rental at that.
I don't know where I'm going.
He didn't know where he was going. This is his first time on the highway.
But
Yeah.
caught up with them and everything. They went to get their haircuts and things like that. That's when I had braids. So I didn't
Yeah, his hair was done before we even left. Yeah, our friend Rhonda braided his hair.
Yes. Well, I got my hair braided. I mean, they got the haircuts and things.
Mm-hmm.
So we went back to get dressed and everything. I don't know if Larry and Terry rode with me. No, they didn't. So me and my brother and my nephew, Daniel, we went back to church. Church. The
Hall.
hall.
Oh. Where did you get dressed at? You got dressed at the hotel?
No, the hotel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We got dressed at the hotel and we drove. Came all the way back. The only thing I ate that day was McDonald's. Now, I didn't even know all of it though. I had a
so busy.
steak egg potato burrito thing when they was out. Yeah, I ate one of those. Half of that. I couldn't eat the rest of it. Just wasn't hungry that day.
Mm-hmm. I was the same way.
And came there and just waited. That's when I started getting shaky. It wasn't because.
It's because you got idle.
Okay, pause. I wasn't scared of getting married. I'm just scared of being up in front of a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then got a fear of public speaking.
A spotlight on yourself.
Yeah. I don't want to be in the limelight, but I want the fame. I don't know. That'll never ever work in the world.
No.
But yeah. So after we just waited in there, I waited. They had me waiting.
Where were you at?
Right there in the dining hall, waiting for everything to go on, start.
Did you know when I got there?
I knew you was back there.
Oh. Yeah, because I had been there
Everybody
for a while.
rushed and went back there to her. And everybody that was with me went outside to sit down or was somewhere else in the bathroom. So I was literally in that whole hall by myself, the dining area by myself.
And that's where your nerves keep you. Mm-hmm. And that's similarly what happened to me. Just when we was getting ready to start, after I'm dressed and ready I'm like, okay, it's ready, it's go time. I'm all finished, ready, getting done, and dressed, makeup, everything is right. All of our guests had come and was seated, and excuse me, it was go time. Everybody left me. I'm in this little room where I got dressed at by myself. It was basically an office. I was in there by myself. I'm like sitting there looking around like, oh my God, where is everybody? It literally felt like the wall started like gumming like this on me. And so I'm like freaking out. I get up, I like pull the door open because I'm like, I can't have, this door is like, I feel like I'm about to suffocate. Like, so like for a quick 5 minutes or so, that was when my nerves like got the best of me right before I left.
Right. Yeah.
And my dad, he came back there and he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. I was like, I'm so glad you're here. And so he was like, well, you could step out here because there's nobody in here in the building. Like, they are all outside right now. So, like, at that point, like, processional, is it called a processional? I think it's called processional. I forgot. But that was going on. So everybody was, like, out of the hall. Everybody was outside at that point. And the office was way in the back, nowhere near that area. So I was fine to come out. And when it was time, go time, I walked closer toward the door. I'm seeing, was it Daniel? I think I saw Daniel go.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like standing there. I was like, oh my God, look at it. Like, this is really happening. And they all look beautiful. Like, I saw Devon standing up there and I'm like, oh my God, that's like about to be mine. Like, and I'm saying this out loud. My daddy looking at me like, this girl crazy. And he like just asked me, he was like, are you ready? And I was like, yeah, let's do it. He was like, he walked me out the door. And that was like just how it was. It was perfect, but unperfect all at the same time. And it was just a beautiful time. Like, the entire ceremony was cool. It was funny. It was like us. How we are just goofy moments kept happening during the ceremony.
Yeah, a lot of goofy moments.
Which helped us and helped him calm down a little bit too. By having some of them moments. Like, yeah, he was like the perfect person to marry us, which was my pastor from at home, my church I grew up in. So he married us and everything. All of my church family was there. All of my friends from school and junior high school. Like, it was perfect. I was glad that Devon's mother was sitting right there, front row. Like, because I had, this was my new family and I just really wanted her to be there and to really be here, be with us at that point in time, because that was a life-changing time, especially, for Devon, her baby son, like, I knew that was a life-changing event for both of us, we didn't know what we was really getting into. I really didn't have an idea of what our marriage was going to be or how we would be or how we would function as a married couple, but I just knew that he was the one that God had sent to me.
Same here.
So with that being, like, I was comforted in that, in knowing that. My prayer before our wedding was just that every single person that come to our wedding could feel and experience the love that him and I share each and every single day.
I think it was.
And it literally happened that way. To this day, my mom tells me, one of my aunts, she was like, that day was like just beautiful, like that. Like, I felt their love as I walked closer. It really was.
It was supposed to rain all day that day.
Yep, and it rained literally 10 minutes, and it was probably like 2 or 3 o'clock when it did that. I was getting ready to leave Keisha's house when it rained, and I was like, well, let me wait. And I only sat there for like 10 minutes, and it stopped raining, and then I went home to my mama's house. That's when I went and showered and everything, got all that stuff done. So, yeah. But the day itself was just beautiful. I know. We was worried about that. We was right on the water.
Yes.
So we was like, do y'all treat the air or something? And they was like, they take care of all of that. The venue itself was just gorgeous. It was a beautiful place. I'm glad we found that place. Because had we not found it, I don't know what we would have done.
I would like to go up there and do a thing. Like a, what do you call that? Renewing our vows. Next year, right?
That's cool.
up there and renew our vows. You all guys are invited.
No, y'all not. I'm just gonna be honest. No, you're not.
I'll bring out my coat.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hot, so.
You ain't going to go though. You gonna be fit. Oh, the ground. That's where you gonna be. Fast out.
I'll see y'all in. Y'all with me? Come on in.
Yeah, you so silly.
Come on in. Y'all with me?
Do y'all know what that's from? We going to Costco.
Go to Costco.
Take that seat back. That seat don't work. Okay, I'm sorry. See, this is what we do. This is what we do all the time. Just random stuff. Anywho, this video is 27 minutes. So and we got to go watch Power.
It's on demand.
I got to go to bed tonight. School starts in the morning.
It sure do that.
So I got to go to bed.
Although
I
had to start school too.
Huh?
That day after the
Yes. 2 days after.
2 days.
2 days after the wedding, he had to start school because he enrolled in school. He ain't finished, but that's not the point.
Not yet.
That's not here nor there.
Not yet.
Yes, he hasn't finished yet, but that's not here nor there. But he did start 2 days after the wedding. So we've never had a honeymoon. We've never gone on a honeymoon. That's something I would love to do next year for our 10-year. It's at least do like 2 or 3 days, just go somewhere. I don't know where that place would be, but that's something that we'd have to talk about. Sure.
Call up the homies, it's about to go down.
Excuse me?
KOD, here we come.
What is KOD? Don't think of nothing stupid. Tell me what it is.
We going to watch Bears and learn our ABBs.
Y'all watch Insecure. Y'all know what we talking about. We just started watching it yesterday.
Yeah,
anyways,
way off topic.
This is how random.
Random?
I'm tired. This is how random we are.
You will win?
You shut up. Okay, so I'm done. The day was absolutely beautiful, and I'm so thankful and grateful.
I don't know if she's gonna insert some pictures, but she can insert some pictures.
Yeah.
Like
just of it, period. I'll try to have pictures in here. You guys has actually, I think I put up one of our main ones every year during when we talk about our anniversary. So, but this will be the only time that we've ever actually put up a video on our anniversary.
So I actually want to say, shout outs to DJ Nightingale. I don't know if he's still working for WGCI or.
That was his name? You remember that? Wow.
DJ Nightingale.
Yeah, he's an amazing
DJ.
He was an amazing DJ. We had a ball during the reception. We got to meet and talk to everybody, and because that was something that I really wanted to make sure we do, was that we individually went around and talked to everybody who was there. Just because I'm like, you took the time to come here to celebrate us. Like, why would we not come talk to you? Like, so yeah, but it was really good. I just wish we could have got more cake. Yep, that about sums that up. But anywho,
shout out everybody. Like, shout out the people that work at Lake Hatter. That was just an awesome people that work there. The venue. People that work there.
Like even the people who work there, they show did. Do that make sense? They had cake and they worked there.
Hey, y'all cake was good.
But I did have some of them come up to me that night and say like I was one of the best brides they had. Like I wasn't crazy over my request and that nothing happened while we were there. and how, you know, I was pretty laid back with whenever they had with my requests. It was nothing outlandish that I was asking of them, of the venue or anything. So I was very much appreciative to know that, but I'm like, what kind of people y'all dealing with here? But they were like, you know, everybody here seemed like they was like, they even said like, we felt nothing but love up in here today. Like, this was a nice experience for us to work. So I know that for a fact, like, our love was actually there. God made sure it was filled in the air, and everybody just took it in and was able to take some away, you know, take a little bit with them.
That's why we praise him to this day.
Yeah, absolutely. We know that his presence was there that day. Absolutely. Not a doubt in my mind.
Not at all.
I know that he was there. I'm so thankful and grateful that we've made it 9 years. Like, it's crazy to me. Every day I've been thinking about it, and I'm like, 9 years. Like, you know, you don't think about each and every day and how they build and add up. And you know, you create more memories with one another, and you're continually building a foundation and growing and building and growing and building. You have these different experiences, life events happen, good and bad. They all build onto your journey and actually build you up as an individual and build you up as a team and a union as one. So I am greatly, greatly blessed to have spent all of these 9 years with this man, because he's the only one that could have put up with me all this time, that could stand some of my craziness at times. But also I had to deal with him working 24/7, him never being around at some points in our marriage, you know. Yeah, and I don't think he understands how much I value that now, because he wasn't here. I would be in this house by myself. This is part of the reason why I did YouTube, because I needed something else to do. I needed another hobby. I needed more things to do. So I'm like, well, shoot, let me make videos. So that's like part of the reason I'm here, is because I needed to find another hobby, because he was a workaholic. And I appreciate that now that's not our life. And sometimes I know he's like, I don't know if I should be here like this, and you know, whatever.
In the beginning, I was like that, like,
right, like I shouldn't be at home. Right, but I loved it. Like, loved him being at home, because it's like, I know when I come here, I don't have to be alone anymore. I don't have to be in this big old house. And being by myself, it felt like a big old house by myself. So it is so much better when he's here. Like, I still to this day get excited to come home, like to leave work and know that I'm about to come home to him and my daughter. Like, I'm super excited.
I miss him.
Yeah, so he can tell when I miss him. I can be calling all day long. What y'all doing?
Doing the same thing with her.
Oh, okay, that's all I wanted. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Like, I still get happy to come home and say hey and kiss him hello and all that. I still enjoy every bit of that. So I just want to say I love you, and happy anniversary, my love. Bye, guys. We trying to go celebrate. We married. Don't be. Bye.